Greetings, my name is Empress Ivory Awinda. I write and illustrate educational children's books. Today I'm going to read several pages of this book I've written. It's called You Are My Survival, A Journey Through the Transatlantic Slave Trade. This book is available in Kindle version on Amazon. Africa is the richest land and the birth of creation, where our people lived united in harmony, the mother and father of civilization. Our mystic African heritage taught us the wisdom of the stars, the seasons, and springs. Strangers would travel from near and far to learn from our great kings and queens. Many visitors came to Africa to learn of science and the earth. They learned of our unique agriculture and heritage, to whom Mama Africa gave birth. Our ancestors taught them many things to take back to their own lands, in order to create vast empires and nations based on African writings, cultures, and dance. One day we were betrayed by our neighbors from across the sea, who were greedy with ruthless intentions to get rich through slavery. They called themselves Europeans and hid behind a Bible and a gun. They kidnapped, murdered, and spread false teachings to control everything under the sun. We Africans are fierce warriors, so they bound us with ropes and chains. They forced us to walk to the coast. For thousands of miles we suffered in pain. Europeans kidnapped African people, exploited and killed for material gain. They tried to make us forget our history so they could rewrite it in their name. In 1487, the Pope declared slavery an enterprise. Europeans created laws to legally plan Africans' demise. That's how Europeans got so rich, by forcing Africans into slavery's horrors. They stole our land and precious resources. They kidnapped innocent people from African shores. Through the door of no return, in the dark hold of ships we went. Pirates brutally tortured our people. Still our faith could not be bent. Our trail of blood silently followed each slave ship along the passage. This particular part of the slave trade is known as the transatlantic. Chained together in the dark like cargo jammed side by side. In misery and blind suffocation, we drifted from Africa's tide. With our honor still intact, yes, of course we did survive history's worst crime against humanity by Europeans who capitalized. They sold us on auction blocks and used religion to win a chess game. They distorted ancient African stories and spread false teachings in Jesus' name. Over 10 million kidnapped Africans were strategically displaced. They tried to enslave our people, but we fought against the disgrace. We demanded to be free. People should never be enslaved. New York and all throughout the Deep South, over 200 revolts had taken place. Europeans even enslaved their own race, indentured servants, white slavery. European colonies spread like a disease and denied white people liberty. We were beaten if we spoke our African languages, hung and killed if we read or wrote theirs, forced to toil on European plantations under watchful eyes and evil glares. Rebellion was a way of life. We burned the fields of cotton, tobacco, and sugar cane. We fought daily, generation after generation, against the days of slavery and pain. In 1492, Columbus was a slave trader in search of gold. He worked for European monarchies and shed blood across the globe. Colonizers had no regard for life. Be enslaved or be killed was the case. In the name of manifest destiny, they attempted to exterminate the indigenous race. They foolishly called the native people Indians and killed the both of us with ease. They inflicted selfish European customs complete with lice and smallpox disease. Africans continued to rebel, and the indigenous people fought on our side. In South America, we created maroon societies where natural living prospered and thrived. We stayed strong through Europeans' oppression in the Pelourinhos of Bahia, Brazil. We fought against Portuguese slave traders. Our African people always kept it real. We disguised our survival techniques through West African song and dance. Our fearless warriors of capoeira fought at every taken chance. One of the first slave rebellions was on Christmas in 1522. On the island of Hispaniola, natives and Africans formed a coup. Within the next 10 years, Panama and Mexico rose up to fight. Rebellion burned hot in Puerto Rico, and people in Cuba demanded human rights. There's a lot more to this book. It's filled with lots of colorful illustrations. You can find Kindle versions on Amazon.com. You can also visit my website, re-discover me. That is re-discover me. Thank you so much.